こんにちは、ガメオです。今日は現在セール価格500円で販売中の、ステルスアクションゲームアンメタルを紹介します。約3年前にプレイ動画を公開したことあるのですが、某ステルスアクションをリスペクトした作りだけあり、完成度が高く印象に残るゲームだったので、チャプター1を中心に改めて動画にしました。主人公が可愛い女の子じゃなくおっさんだって？そりゃ私だって面白いゲームなら、主人公がヒゲだろうがゴリラだろうが遊びますよ。人を万年発情人間みたいに言わんでください。失礼しちゃうなもう。気を取り直してオープニングから見ていきましょう。
Once upon a time, a Soviet war helicopter entered Allied territory. The aircraft was intercepted and shot down. As the pilot emerged from the wreckage, he was arrested by the same bastards who shot him down, and later was brought to a military base for interrogation. That pilot was me.
Name?
My name is Fox. Jesse Fox.
You don't seem to be Russian.
Russian? Me?
You were piloting a Russian aircraft 2 hours ago.
I also drive a Toyota, and I'm not Japanese.
All right, Mr. Fox. Before arresting you, I'm obligated to write down a report with your version of the facts. So tell us what the hell you were doing in that heavily armed Soviet helicopter.
It's a long story.
Sergeant, bring us some coffee.
Yes, sir. Wachowski, bring the lieutenant some coffee.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Fox, we have plenty of time. Explain what happened.
In 1972, a crack commando unit threw me in a prison for a crime I didn't commit.
You're under arrest for a crime you didn't commit.
I promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the underground, trying to survive from these soldiers of fortune.
Let's start from the beginning. How did you escape from that cell?
Piece of cake. I just had to write a note.
A note? Where'd you get the paper from?
I used toilet paper.
I see. And how did you find a pen?
A pen? I was in a dirty, grimy cell, not in an office. I wrote the note with a rusty wire, using my own blood as ink. I scratched my arm with the wire and got to work. It wasn't easy. The toilet paper tore under the pressure of the bloody wire. Those bastards gave us cheap paper, one ply, unscented, and unpatterned.
Why did you break the toilet? Why not grab the paper like a normal person?
You know how prison is. It's kill or be killed. And I wasn't going to be killed by some dirty toilet.
Hey, you moron! Holy Jesus. You schmuck. Do you really think I'd be stupid enough to kill myself? Kill myself? Ugh.
I left the guard locked in the cell. Then I threw away the key and got out of there.
Mr. Fox, what about the noose? Where did you get that from?
Where did I get the noose? Are you seriously asking me that?
I am, Mr. Fox.
I'll tell you later. When leaving the cell, I found myself in a prison yard surrounded by some buildings. There were piles of boxes and other stuff here and there. And the ground was plain dirt. Oh, and it was night.
というわけで随分洒落た演出でステージ1開始です。ユーモアたっぷりの主人公フォックスを操作し、要所で謎を解き敵の目をかいくぐりつつ、敵基地からの脱出を図るステージクリア型ゲームです。フォックスの回想という形で物語が進行するため、プレイヤーが選ぶ彼の記憶次第で、状況が変化するのが大きな特徴です。ここでは衛兵の数をプレイヤーが選べます。選んだ人数がフォックスの階層としてその場に出現。本作には敵を倒して経験値を稼ぎ、レベルアップすることでフォックスの強化要素もあるので、腕に自信があるなら人数多い選択もありでしょうか。衛兵に見つかれば発砲される上に、倒しても経験値は入りません。いかに見つからずに素早くやるか、ステルスアクションの醍醐味ですね。各状況をどのように切り抜けるのか、その方法はプレイヤーの判断に委ねられるので、ご覧のように動かない見張りは道具で気を引いたり、衛兵が複数いる場所では倒した衛兵を持ち上げて、うまく利用するなどプレイヤーの知恵が試されます。ちなみに今ご覧いただいているプレイは、プレイヤーの知恵が足りなかった場合の一例です。ほら、撃たれたでしょ。
I was injured and losing blood. I had to heal that wound before I bled to death. But I had nothing to stop the bleeding. I had to find something.
やれることは多いけど操作はとてもシンプル。A パンチ、Y アイテム使用、B 敵を調べる活具を基本に、ZR や ZL などボタンフルに使いますが、実際に遊ぶと馴染みやすいかと思います。プラスボタンで開くインベントリ画面では、アイテムや武器装備の他にも、アイテム同士を合成して新アイテムも作れます。これによって新たな道が開けることもあるので、詰まった時はアイテムを見直すといいかもしれません。
The lethal weapon you created with the patch was a slingshot? Sort of childish, don't you think? What were you gonna shoot? Pebbles?
Depleted uranium balls. 3 shots and goodbye guard.
フォックスだけではなく、衛兵たちのセリフも笑えるものが多く用意されており、それら演出がそこかしこに用意されているので、敵基地からの脱出とステルスアクションという、本来緊迫した雰囲気漂うゲームのはずが、次はどんな会話を聞かせてくれるのだろうと、ワクワクしながらプレイさせてくれます。
What the fuck?
Hold on, I'm opening it.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, what a pity. The key broke.
You bastard!
Hasta la vista.
ここまでゲームの簡単な説明をさせていただきました。ここからはチャプター1クリアの様子を、ノーカット&沈黙プレイでご覧いただきましょう。
That box contained some filthy cloth scraps. I made some handy bandages to prepare for when I would get wounded. Bad news, dirty cloth rags don't heal you. They just stop the bleeding, and I ain't got time to bleed. Good news, I could reuse these rags as much as I wanted. Good dirty cloth is hard to come by. I thought everyone would be asleep at night, that it was safe to escape. I was dead wrong. I noticed the presence of 2 guards on the night shift.
need to pee.
Hey, over here. Hello? You talking to me?
Affirmative. My name is Colonel Alan Harris, 5th Battalion.
I'm Jesse Fox.
Right?
I'm not military, Colonel.
Then tell me, Fox, what the hell are you doing here?
I've been jailed for a crime I didn't commit. Do you know how to get out of here?
Try to escape through any sewer. There must be one nearby, because it stinks when it's hot. Once outside, move along at nighttime and sleep during the day.
What about you, Colonel?
I've been tortured. My legs won't make it. But if you bring me a radio, I can help you escape.
Hold on, Harris. Are you sure you heard him say Alan Harris?
Yes, sir. Saw him yesterday.
Look, Mr. Fox, Colonel Harris died a month ago in an ambush.
Well, it's the name that stubborn old man gave me.
I see. I'll write down on the report that you talked to Colonel Harris after his death. Continue your story.
As I was saying, I searched for a radio to bring him. I took a coin off the guard.
Money? What'd you intend to spend it on? I suspect there's no shops open for an escapee on a midnight run.
Who said anything about spending? I used it to distract soldiers. I quickly found out that guards love picking up free coins off the ground.
Hey, a coin!
I picked up the guard's radio. Without encryption, I knew other guards could listen in on my conversations with Harris.
I see. You still haven't told me how you got that noose.
I'll tell you later. As I was saying, I needed to find a special encryption circuit to install in the radio. I had the circuit. I just had to attach it to the radio. With the modified radio, I could speak to Harris with no one listening. Now, I just had to bring it to him.
And the noose?
Later.
What was that? Mike!
Here you are, Colonel. A radio. I've modified it to encrypt the signal.
Oh, good job, son. Do you have another one for you?
Not yet. I'll call you through Channel 1 as soon as I find another.
Good luck, son. And Godspeed.
You stole a one-eyed man's patch?
A one-eyed man that would shoot me without hesitation.
Because it was his job. What you did was macabre and suggest you might have a fetish.
Holy Jesus.
Well, that patch turned out to be handy to create a lethal weapon.
You removed his glass eye too?
Yes, I took it out of his eye socket to chill out.
To chill out? Pulling out glass eyes relaxes you?
I'm not a sadist. I didn't enjoy pulling it out, but it helped when I rolled it around in my mouth like candy. I was under a lot of pressure, too much stress, and I'd end up making a mistake. With the radio encrypted, I could talk to Harris. I wouldn't have been able to escape without his help. I hate to admit it, but the grumpy old man gave some good advice. Colonel, do you copy?
Copy.
I'm looking for an exit, but I can't find it.
Search for a sewer. By the smell, there must be one nearby. Over and out.
Hey, buddy. I have no paper. Can you bring me some?
Here you are.
Thanks, man. You saved my ass, literally. What the fuck? What sort of paper is this? It's only one ply, unscented, and unpatterned.
It's the kind the prisoners use.
Fuck, that's why their hands stink so much. By the way, who are you? I don't recognize your voice.
I'm Lieutenant Marcus Stevenson.
Lieutenant, you say? Sir, I apologize for my manners. I did not know your rank, sir.
Relax and clean up your rear guard well.
Sir, yes, sir.
I ran into a guard as I went in. That bastard saw me. I had to knock him out before he killed me.
The lethal weapon you created with the patch was a slingshot? Sort of childish, don't you think? What were you gonna shoot? Pebbles?
Depleted uranium balls. 3 shots and goodbye guard. With those first aid kits, I could disinfect and heal my wounds. Good news, those kits stopped any bleeding and also healed my wounds over time. Bad news, once you used them, they were gone.
Hey, bro, help me. Get me out of this hole.
If you're in a cell, it's because you committed a crime. And I don't free criminals.
But you're a prisoner too.
I've been imprisoned for a crime I didn't commit.
Fuck you! Hey, friend, I'm also innocent.
That's what they all say.
Please, they keep the key in that box.
Hold on, I'm opening it.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, what a pity. The key broke.
You bastard!
Hasta la vista.
Psst. Do you want a cigarette? Thanks, dude. Hey, do you have a light? Thanks, dude.
Hey, give me my lighter back.
What later?
You bastard. Screw yourself in that cell.
What's in your closet, Private? Water, sir. Don't lie to me. This is wine. Praise the Lord. Mike!
I was injured and losing blood. I had to heal that wound before I bled to death. I reached a special place where I found something.
What, Mr. Fox?
It was... what was it? Damn, I can't remember. Under some crates, I found my salvation. A sewer hole. There was no ladder and I couldn't see the bottom. I needed to find a ladder or rope if I wanted to go down. I got ready to use the rope to go down, but I couldn't find anywhere to tie it. I needed a hook or something to anchor it to the edge of the hole. Oh, yeah, now I remember. It was that damn grenade guy. I wanted to punch the hell out of him, but I couldn't reach him.
Why couldn't you reach him?
There was a ditch.
A simple ditch stopped you?
This was no mere simple ditch. It was full of tentacles and blood-stained spears that moved up and down, and bony arms that tried to grab me, and deadly lays.
Okay, Mr. Fox. I get it. You couldn't reach him. For your own good, I'll not include the spears, arms, and tentacles in my report. Now, Mr. Fox, please continue your story.
All right. The fight began as he tossed the first grenade at me.
Boss defeated.
I searched the grenade guy.
Wait, wasn't there a ditch?
I used the bridge.
What bridge? But you told me you couldn't cross the ditch.
Because I didn't see it at first. I was completely focused on my opponent, the grenade guy.
I see.
I couldn't see the bottom of that hole, but I anchored the rope and I went down.
というわけで完璧なプレイとは程遠いですが、チャプター1をざっくりクリアしました。ノリ的にはこの先もこんな感じで進んでいくので、この雰囲気が気に入った人は楽しめると思います。実績などやり込み要素も備わっているので、本格的にステルスアクション楽しみたいって人も、満足できるゲームではないでしょうか。もう少し先も見たいと思った方は、チャプター2の動画も公開しているので、概要欄リンクから見ていただければ嬉しいです。7月2日まで 70% オフの500円で販売中。500円分以上の面白さあるので、まだ遊んだことない人はこの機会にぜひお試しを。ここまでご視聴ありがとうございました。